Well, what do we have here?
Hey, what's going on, guys? I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Friday Night. Today I've got a new Friday Night character for you. This is Friday Night Crestfallen. And we'll take a look at the build here. This is my one of my low-level invasion characters, Winky Mangina. If I have to do anything that requires any decks at all, so like I didn't have to do Kirk on this. Actually, I don't know how much. I think you need 10 decks for that barbed straight sword, so I think Mildred could have done that, but that yellow guy, who the fuck, with the big stupid chicken wing hat, the tampon hat, Jeremiah. We did that on this character. Yeah, taking a look at the build here. Yeah, I didn't have a ton of upgrade materials. We got our shit to 5, 5, and 4 using the Fap ring and the Havel's ring. We've got a longsword plus 5 and the heater shield plus 5. So let's get started with the PvP. I'm going to be jumping in here and there. I don't have a ton to say about the whole thing, but yeah, we'll talk about the build a little bit. It was actually a lot of fun. It is nice to use a build that actually has a nice shield. The heater shield is excellent. And this... I don't know what it is. Sometimes I invade a host like this who is just... I don't know if he's summing up his life. I don't know what he's thinking about. I don't know what's going on here. I didn't extend this footage or nothing. This is exactly how it appears. So the guy's saying, "Okay, come get some." So we'll honor this guy and give him a good fight before we put him in the ground. So I'll point over there. Let's not fight over here. Anyway, yeah, it's a fun build. You got a little bit of poise. I didn't actually see how much poise. We can go back and find that out. The shield is very good. With the Fap ring and Havel's ring, we are able to fast roll. Thank Christ. That was one of the things about Kirk that I didn't care for, was not being able to fast roll. That's always annoying. No headgear. Oh yeah, I forgot to say we obviously have the wrong hair. We have no hair. Crestfallen has a nice thick head of hair, which we don't have. So I'm gonna have to doctor in some hair for the thumbnail, because it's not looking too good there. We're looking more like Patches, and I got nothing against Patches. You know that. Well, I mean, he's a son of a bitch, but I don't have anything against Patches. I like Patches. He's all right. Yeah, I think the biggest shortcoming of this build is, I don't want to say it, the longsword. I like the longsword. I think it's got a good move set. It's just that it's some of these guys we run into that that have a little bit of poise. Like this guy, we're hitting them with, I don't know what. We're hitting them with like an empty toilet paper tube. The range isn't totally bad. I mean, for a longsword, it's fine. I mean, for a straight sword, it's fine. But it's just, the damage is abysmal even at plus 5. I was thinking of making a raw one, and then I was like, I don't really need to do that. So... yeah, we've got a clip coming up here that I dealt with the Phantom, and I went after the host, and the host was guarding the whole time, and it just took fucking forever to get the host, like, to kind of chip away at him and just get any damage at all. And like, you're not really gonna stun lock anybody with the thing either, unless they got no poise at all. So that's kind of where we are with that. And GG to this guy. That was a nice fight with this guy.
Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right?
Alright, this one was kind of stupid. Get my balls blasted by this bloody thing. Roasted 6 ways to Sunday. Yeah, this was a fun Friday night build actually. I like to have a parry shield. That's kind of important. Yeah, the longsword, it's not great. It's not terrible either. The moveset is nice, but it's just kind of no damage. You're not gonna have much of a. There's no poise damage either. Anybody with any kind of poise at all, it's gonna take you like 6 hits just to. This was. Yeah. This was starting to get a little old by this point, so when we run into the host, we're gonna give him what for. I can tell you that much. But yeah, the longsword did make it a little challenging just to take some of these guys out. Of course, you're gonna be doing the same typical 100 critical damage. That's probably my favorite thing about it was the R2. The R2 was very good. Jumping R2 was good too. So it is nice to have a thrust as part of your moveset. That came in clutch a few times actually. We'll see that here tonight. Yeah, I like doing some of these characters that people would recognize maybe if the whole character wasn't like red. You know, we're not really used to seeing Crestfallen look like this, but... And the hair, yeah, we're gonna have to take care of that too, but... And a little bit of poise was nice just to be able to get away from some of these guys' attacks. And we end up just kind of dancing around with this guy. Kind of irritating when you keep whacking away at the guy's shield and just not a whole lot of damage going on. But that's kind of like our back to basics, or what the idea behind Back to Basics was. I mean, this is not part of Back to Basics, obviously. We're much too low of a soul level for that, but it was kind of getting back to that idea of, yeah, like that R2 sealed the deal. The guy went around us to maybe try to get a backstab, and we got him with an unlocked R2. I was pretty happy with that. After that fight took like 5 minutes, but whatever. This one was ridiculous. End up, yeah, just getting fried again. But somehow we snuck that out. We got indicted by that player there. That was kind of funny. Yeah, had a few invasions in the kind of Sunlight Altar and the Parish area, and did a couple here in the Depths. That was nice. I've got a bonus round coming up where I tried to invade in the Catacombs, and that just did not go very well at all. So we're going to be getting to that in a little bit here. Yeah, like... This guy was a pain in the ass. One thing that's not so good about that longsword, you will hit if you're in a tight space like this, you will hit every goddamn wall with an R1, which, you know, we should be able to figure that out just by, you know, we know that this thing sweeps, right? So you're going to be doing R2s, excuse me, or jumping R2s. Or, well, see, that's why I have the Dark Hand in my other slot, just so that I can have some sort of a backup weapon just in the event that I can't make the longsword work or whatever. So like, yeah, even that R2, I was just too close to the wall. So fighting in here is just not good. And the guy wanted a parry. And he's having the same problem I am. And I don't want this stupid idiot to be able to go back in there and get me in the corridor anymore. So decided let's just shut the damn door once and for all.
Don't slam the fucking door.
But yeah, some of these plus 5, whatever. That's our ceiling. We can't really do much past that. Yeah, we could have done a raw one, but I was like, you know what? I'm sure plus 5 standard is going to be fine for what we're doing here. I mean, I've got plus 5 standard everything else. So, yeah, it's just like and this really sucks fighting down in here because the bloody ceiling, if you're target locked in here, the ceiling is so dumb, you cannot see jack shit. So, yeah, let's get out of here too. But this guy wants to use the corridor to his advantage, and we get him in the crotch with that one. That was pretty good. I don't really know what's up with this guy too. Like, he loves fighting in the corridor so much, where he's also using a longsword. So it's like, this isn't any good for you either, dude. Stupid. But so be that. And eventually we will get out of here. After we both hit the fucking wall about 150 times each.
You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum.
Yeah, it's just brutal in here if you got target lock on. It's terrible. And I mean, I don't know. the damage is just so weak. But I'm kind of used to that from some of the stuff I use in Back to Basics, and well, I'll say most of the stuff I use with my low-level invasion builds. I mean, you might have to whack away at a guy for a few minutes before you can actually get the win. Hornet Ring would be nice with this build, but I don't remember the real Crestfallen using that. And it just looks like my parries are just a little late. Till we get to this point, and that's going to be the end of that bullshit. So GG to that guy. Yeah, the longsword is all right. I mean, it has its limitations, but it's okay. 10 strength and 10 dex to use it. This one was really bad. This gets my award for worst beatdown of the evening. That was just ugly.
Oh, that's all we need.
And some guys just have your number. You got to remember that. This one I really enjoyed. I didn't enjoy that the Sunbro started to shoot shit at me when I was still in a gesture there. I thought that was kind of rude. But he's going to pay the price. You just watch. And I love pulling off a move like that. I mean, you play and then you go run and hit the fucking wall like an idiot. So But even the guys are new. It's like you just feel like $1,000,000 when you get a parry off like that off the guy's like first attack.
We'll both be hollow before you know it.
Really good. But yeah, so I mean, the Phantom gave me, and I wish I would have got that parry there. The Phantom gave me every opportunity in the world. This guy's given me absolutely nothing, and then we're just back to the same issue that we had in the last fight, which is I don't do any damage. I can't stun lock this guy, and I can pretty much just chip away at him and hope that he makes a mistake, and that maybe I can get a backstab in on him or a parry, something like that. Because if you're trying to make it up with just chipping away with R1s, it just goes on and on and on. Now, this is +5 standard upgrade, so if we had something like fire on it, which would be out of character for Crestfallen there, but if we did something like that, then we'd do a little more damage. Alright guys, now we got a little bonus round. So I went down to the catacombs. I thought, I've been to the parish, I've been to the depths, I've been to the sunlight altar, I haven't really gone anywhere else. Let's see if there's anything in the catacombs. And of course, what do? Well, you wait and you wait and you wait and you get bored, and you can only look at your fucking phone for so long. So I'm like, well, I wonder if I ever even killed the Black Knight here. And it turns out I didn't. And then I had him pay me a visit. And it was not very nice, as you saw. And then this thing scared the hell out of me. That was nice. And then this thing... Oh my god, like, you could just get in way over your head. It's very easy to do that. And Mr. Black Knight is here now. Ready to dish out some pancakes. And it would sure be nice if I could just get Mr. Black Knight and not the bone wheel that's in there. And of course, pancakes. I love pancakes. And we were kind of lucky here that he just missed on that. Looked like running R1, something like that. Because yeah, you saw how much damage he did to me with that one smash that he gave me. I mean, I don't have the HP to take more than one hit from this guy. So we better do it properly here, folks. Oh yeah, and it took a lot of practice to be able to parry that R2 that he does. Anyway, guys, yeah, this is the end of our bonus round. This is on PlayStation. I can't use the Black Knight Great Axe, so if you would like a Black Knight Great Axe, let me know in the comments. You gotta be on PlayStation. I will give you a Black Knight Great Axe. What a nice guy. Act now, don't delay. Supplies are running out. This guy, one of the things that I'm learning in the training that I'm doing for this job I'm hopefully going to be doing, we get him with a nice wake up R2 slash. That was all right. We don't want to be reactive, we want to be proactive. So that's kind of how I like to envision myself playing this. I'm going to imagine that you're going to throw out a second R1, and I'm going to imagine that I'm going to try to parry it. And when it all kind of falls into place like that, it's a beautiful thing. And when you R1 spam and you're greedy, and you get backstabbed by the host that you think was probably taking a dump, then that's not a beautiful thing. But don't worry, we're going to make these ladies pay the price. And yeah, when that phantom, look at that in unison.
And this hammer is real.
Yeah, when that phantom popped out there, I kind of soiled my britches for a moment because I was not expecting that. And yeah, same thing here. Like, at least when we're Kirk, you have that bleed effect, right? And with that bleed effect, it doesn't matter. You can still hit them. That bleed is going to go right through their shield. It's like, guard all you want, dude.
Now that's just embarrassing. How'd you let me do that to you?
Yeah, so the chase is on. That is a nice thing about having a little more poise than your opponent. Of course, you can chase them down. You might get bopped with something, but 21 poise actually for this soul level, like for these invasions here, is kind of the perfect amount because you can still get staggered pretty easily, but at least you got a little something. I don't like to stack too much poise. I think people kind of use poise as a crutch, and I mean, it depends on what kind of build you put together, but you know, nobody needs 100 poise. Nobody needs 120 poise, 140 poise. Like, that's outrageous. So I think 21 for this area is probably pretty good. And that will do it for our last clip there. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Our Friday night Crestfallen. I don't know if I'll do this again. I still am looking at your suggestions and comments, but this one was on the back burner for a long time, so wanted to bang that off. I'd like to thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see your fine ass later.